Hey guys, it's MrCrayfish and welcome back to another add-on tutorial. Today we are finally getting into creating content. So the first two videos I created were just showing you guys how to set up the environment and also create a template behavior pack which we'll be using for all these types of tutorials. But in this add-on tutorial today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a bodyguard chicken. So let's quickly just take a look at what this actually is. Now, if you guys want to watch the full detailed explanation of the Chicken Bodyguard, I'll put a card up on the screen right now, which will take you to my main channel showcasing this whole entire add-on. But let's go ahead and let's spawn this chicken in right now. So it's basically a chicken. It's got a suit on at the moment. But if we actually hold a diamond up, it's going to start following us. If we right-click the chicken with a diamond, it's going to turn into a bigger chicken, which if we actually hop onto it, we can hop on it. We can, if we place down like a hostile mob over here, it's going to start shooting it. So and I can also ride it if we're actually holding a diamond sword as well, which is pretty cool. So we can do that. Woo! So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can actually create this today, and you can have multiple as well if you want to. You could have like 10 of those chicken bodyguards. So the first thing that we are going to do is create a new world, because basically the design process goes like this. All behavior packs are copied into a world folder, and then we can simply just edit the behavior pack inside the world folder and reload the world to refresh any changes, rather than creating new worlds each time, and that can be a bit of a longer process and not as efficient. So we're going to create a new world here, creative, cheats, always day. Then what you want to do is go to behavior packs and then add your template add-on pack here. So if you haven't seen the video already, I'll put a card up on the screen right now, but it basically teaches you how to create this template add-on, which we'll be using for all of our tutorials like this one today. So add that in, then go ahead and click create. So we've pretty much got a normal world here with just a blank template pack. We're going to go ahead, we're going to exit now, save and quit. We're going to go into our folder here. Now you should know where this folder is by now, basically where it contains your behavior pack and resource pack folder. But this time we're going to go into Minecraft Worlds here, sort this by date modified, so make sure you go to the latest folder here. This will most likely be your newest created world. And then if we actually look in behavior packs here, as you can see, we've got our template behavior pack in there, and also our template resource pack. So let's go ahead, go into our behavior pack here, template. Now one thing you'll need to do is you'll need to update, basically put in a new set of pack IDs here. So if you remember in the previous tutorial we created all those IDs, you want to put in a brand new set of these, because if you actually continue using this template pack, you're going to have behavior packs that are going to have the same IDs, and that's going to be bad. So make sure you change all these around, and we'll do that at the end. I don't really feel like doing it right now. I want to get onto the good stuff. So we're in our template pack here. We're going to create a new folder inside of here, and we're going to call this entities. And then what we're going to do is go back to our folder here where we have the vanilla basically resource pack, go to server, go to entities, and then we're going to go ahead and copy the chicken out. So copy chicken there, go back into behavior packs, template, entities, and then paste that into there. So we're going to start with basically the base chicken behavior. So let's go ahead and let's start editing this now. So the first thing that we need to do is actually separate some of the behaviors into a group, because we want to be able to remove some of the default behaviors from the chicken, such as panicking. So panicking is when you hit a chicken and it starts running around everywhere. We don't want that to happen when there's a bodyguard, when a chicken becomes a bodyguard, because they should be able to deal with it and then attack the enemy, whoever attacked it, you know. They shouldn't be running around everywhere. They should be protecting you. So what we need to do is in the component group section here. So this is where you can basically create a set of behaviors which you can add or remove from the actual chicken, which is pretty cool. So we'll go down under Minecraft leashed here, Minecraft chicken underscore leash there. We're going to create a new group down here, and we're going to call this default underscore behavior, and then colon at the end there, squiggly brackets, and then we need to copy I think 3 behaviors out from here. So the first one is going to be panic here, so copy that out. So I'm going to do control cut, actually, not copy, paste that into there, and then let's just do some formatting just so we can actually tell that it is a behavior in there. The next one is tempt, so let's get that, pop that into there as well, and then again I'm just going to do some formatting just so we can read it. And then the last one we want to take out is random stroll. Here it is. So cut that out, because we don't want him walking around everywhere. We want him to make sure he's got our focus on us. So there we go, pop that into the default behavior group there we just created, and then I think that is it. Now make sure there's no comma at the end here. You might have one there, so just delete that. If you don't have valid JSON, it's not gonna be able to load up. So when we actually kind of create this, I'm going to go to a Json Lint, which is going to validate the syntax and make sure that it is correct. Now what we're going to do is, the first thing in the default behavior here is we're actually going to change it so it will actually be tempted by a diamond when it's a normal chicken, not a bodyguard when it's just a normal chicken, because we don't want it, basically the chickens following us if we've got a diamond once they become a bodyguard. So the default behavior, we're going to make it tempted by a chicken, by a diamond I mean. So that's the default behavior done. What we're going to do now is comma there, and we're going to start our brand new component group here called Bodyguard. And this is where we're going to add in all our special property or special behaviors which are going to allow us to have a bodyguard. So what I like to do is copy and paste. I think that's the best way to do anything now, because right now there's no documentation. So what we're going to be doing is increasing the health. So let's copy that. We're not going to cut this time, just copy. And then we've got, it's pretty self-explanatory. So the current health of the chicken, so this is value. So we're going to make it 100, and then max health is going to be 100. So it's got basically 50 hearts. We're gonna scale the chicken up a little bit as well. What is the scale? I think it's I don't think we have access to. Oh no, we do. There's somewhere here. There's a scale. There it is. We're gonna copy that scale. It's up in the chicken baby component group there. Pop that under there, and then we're gonna make that 1.5. So it's 1.5 times bigger than a regular adult chicken. You can make this whatever size you want. You can make it giant, however you like. We're gonna add, we're gonna update the collision boxes because we just scaled it up. We want to increase it. So we scaled it by 1.5. So we just need to add half onto each of these collision boxes here. So half of that is 4. So now the height would be 1.2, and that one was 6. So we add 0.3 onto it. We're going to make the chicken move faster as well, so copy the movement behavior there. I'm going to make it go maybe 0.4. That's a good value to use. Nothing, if you go faster than that, it's going to be harder to control and harder to ride. Now we're going to make sure that it's going to follow us when it is tamed, so you actually have to give it this property called basically Minecraft is underscore tamed, and it's literally just a blank thing like that. Nothing, no special parameters, no special properties. We've got to give it like these ones here. Now we're going to make sure it follows us when it's actually tamed. We should actually, hold up, we'll do that for now. So we'll just leave that for now. What we're going to do is go to the chicken adult component group here, and we need to add in something called a not breedable, tameable. So what we're going to do is, to make this easier, let's go back out to our vanilla folder here, go server, entities, wolf, because as we know, wolf are tameable. You can tame them with bones. So if we have a look here in the Minecraft wolf component group here, we see we've got this behavior called Minecraft tameable. So let's go ahead, let's copy that, go back to our chicken here, and in the adult chicken here, what we're going to do is at the bottom of it, add in that tameable there, and we're going to change a couple of these values around. So I'm going to make it 50% chance. The tame item is going to be a diamond, and then the event here is basically what do we want to happen when it actually becomes tamed. And in this case, we want to add this bodyguard component group to the chicken. So what we're going to do is copy this here, Minecraft on tame. Alright, copy that there, scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see that we've got this object here called events. We're just going to add a new event here for the tamed. So under from egg here, do a new quotations there, colon, and paste in that Minecraft on tame on the inside there. And basically this is going to get called when we actually tame it. So what we simply just have to do here is we're going to copy that from there, pop that into there, and we're saying add, and then from component groups, the component group we want to add. So in this case, we're going to add bodyguard. But we also want to remove those default behaviors when it becomes a bodyguard. So instead of add, we type remove here. Make sure you have the colon on the end there. And then let's just copy this from the inside. Copy that there. And then we just need to put here default behavior. Now, oopsie, let's make sure there's no spelling mistakes there, or otherwise it wouldn't work. Now, we don't actually have this default behavior on the chicken initially, so when it actually spawns here, we need to add it to the chicken, to the default chicken. So inside of here where we got entity spawned, and we're adding the component group chicken adult, we're just going to add that default behavior to the adults. So pop that there. Then we're also going to add it to the babies as well. Unborn as well, yep. And what's this one? Ageable grow up. Inside of here, don't put it in the remove section there. Make sure it's in the add section. Make sure, yep. And I think that, yeah, that is all it for handling the default behavior now. And we've got our tame event, which is good. So that's going to add the bodyguard component group. So I'm just going to quickly add the follow behavior, and then we'll just test it out. Then we'll add the rest of it. So if we just go into wolf here, we should be able to find the follow owner. So let's copy that out. Go back to our chicken here. Under is tamed. Paste that in. And I've got a couple of properties here we can change around. So we've got a priority. We'll get back to that in a second here. But we've got a speed multiplier. I'm just going to keep the normal speed. We've got a start distance, basically how far away does the chicken have to be before it starts realizing, oh, it's too far away, let's catch up to the player. So we're going to change this to 4 because we want the bodyguard to be quite close. And then the stop distance is how close to the player does the chicken know, like, oh, we're close enough, we don't have to keep following. So we're going to leave that by default. Well, it's default value here too. And then let's get rid of that comma just so we don't have any errors here. Now what we're going to do is copy all of our JSON here and actually go to Google and type in Json Lint. Go to this first link here, jsonlint.com, and this is just going to allow us to validate our JSON. And if you got this here, results valid JSON, it means we're all good. If you have any errors, you might have something to do with commas or colons. Make sure you fix them up before you proceed to load your behavior pack up in your world. So let's go ahead, let's load our world now. We go and spawn a chicken in, and we'll get a diamond as well. Let's try that. Oh, look at that. So the chicken is following us now when we hold the diamond, and if we actually right click the chicken a couple of times there, it should become bigger, and now it should just start following us around. So the next thing that we're going to do is make it so the chicken will actually shoot arrows. So let's go ahead and let's do that now. So let's quit our world here, go back here, and then inside of Bodyguard here we're going to add some new behaviors. So it's pretty simple. We'll go to our entities folder here and go to the skeleton, and then you'll see down here we've got a behavior called shooter. Let's copy that, pop that into there. So that's one thing we need, but then we also need another one. Where is it? Shooter. There's another one that makes it. Hold on, let me double check what it is. Okay, I found it here. Ranged attack. So we need that there. That will make it so it knows it can shoot from a range pretty much. So we're going to change a couple of the values around here. So we're going to leave shooter as is because we want it to be type arrow, but we want it to be the special arrow here which players can't just pick up and use. Because if you were shooting an arrow, the player would be able to pick it up, but if we use a special type, it means the player can't pick it up and create like a farm or something like that. Here we're going to change the interval, so how many seconds it has to wait before it can pretty much shoot again. So we want to make the min 0 and the max to be 1. Then the attack radius, we're just going to leave as is at 15. Now we do actually have to add in a couple of extra behaviors here to make it so it attacks hostile mobs. So we're going to go back to wolf here, and you should see this one here called nearest attackable target. Copy that, pop that in, and then let's make sure we don't have any errors there, get rid of that comma. So nearest attackable target, so this is going to find the nearest target and attack it. So the attack interval, we're going to put to 1 there. Here we're specifying what type of entity we want to attack, so we give it a filter here, other with families, and if we want to specify all hostile mobs, we just type in monster there. The max distance, leave as 16, and then if we and chicken has to see the mob to actually attack it. It can't see it through a wall, so we make it this here set to true. We also need a couple of things here, owner hurt by target and owner hurt target. So what that means is owner hurt by target, if the person who owns this bodyguard gets hurt, the bodyguard is going to go after it. If the owner attacks a mob, the bodyguard is going to go after it. So that's what those two different behaviors mean there. Now we're actually going to change some of these priorities here, because what they actually do is it will prefer a certain behavior over the other. So this is going to be the first priority, second, and then the third is going to be attacking, because we want attacking to come before actually riding. When we actually get to that point of adding it in, we want to make sure that attacking is coming first before actually riding, and then follow owner is going to be the last thing. So that's it for that. Let's go ahead again, let's validate this. It's always good to just do it just for checking. It seems to be valid, which is good. Let's load our world back up. So let's go ahead, let's test this out now. So if we go ahead and we get a spider, let's get a spider out here. If you pop that down, the chicken will start shooting at it. Oh my god. Okay, so it killed it quite quick, but that's a bodyguard, you know? That's a bodyguard. So that's it for the shooting. Let's quit our world here. Now we're going to make it so we can actually ride the chicken. So again, it is pretty simple. So go back to our folder here. We're going to go to pig, and then we're going to scroll down here until you find pig saddled, and then you'll see that we've got this property here called rideable, and then we've got this one here called item controlled. So you specify what item you use to control the chicken, and then here we just got a controlled by player, which we need to make it so the pig knows that the player is the person controlling the direction of where it's going. So let's copy that out, put it into our bodyguard here. So all those three properties, rideable, item controllable and controlled by a player. Here we're going to leave that by default, the rideable there. For item controlled, we're going to change this to a diamond. Actually, we're going to make this an array here. So instead of that squiggly bracket, we can do a curly bracket like that, and then pop in an array of items. So this first one is going to be a diamond sword, and then also a bow. So there's two items that we can use to control it, because we want to be able to like attack at the same time while we're riding it. So we'll just put a diamond sword and the bow there, so we can do ranged and close range attacks. So that's Json Lint this again. Always very good to do that. You could get a proper program which will validate it straight away, but if you're using just something like Notepad++, you have to kind of do it every time. Let's load our world, and let's make sure we get a diamond sword out so we can see that we're actually riding it. Let's hop on here, and as you can see, we're now riding the chicken. We're controlling its direction by changing the direction of our mouse here, or where we're looking at. It'll automatically jump up, so we don't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, you can't really have the horse ability of riding. That would be so much better, but so the best that we can do is make it have kind of the pig functionality, which is cool nonetheless. So that's the riding. Now the last thing that we're going to add is, what is the last thing we're going to add? We got one more thing, a couple more things we're going to do here. Is make it so we can actually make the chicken sit. So if we actually shift right click it, it's going to stay in its position and not follow us. This is useful if you just don't want the bodyguard around you. So we simply just add another behavior down here called Minecraft sittable : and squiggly brackets like that, and pretty much that's it. That's how easy it is. Now that is pretty much it for the bodyguard. What we're going to do now is add in our texture. So you can create whatever you like, it's really up to you guys. But what I'm going to do is, where is this? Hold up, I've got it in one of these worlds that I was using. Yeah, here it is. So I've just created this kind of, as you've seen already, it's basically a chicken. I'm not going to open that up, that's pointless. It's just got the suit on it. So you just want to, if you wanted to get access to the template of that, you'll just go to that vanilla folder, client, textures, entity, and then just find the chicken here. So use that as your template for creating your own texture. Let's go back to our world here, go to resource packs this time, go to your template, new folder, and then it's going to be called textures, and then entity, and then paste that in. Make sure it's called chicken.png. Load up our world. And now the chicken has our suit texture. Pretty simple. Now the last thing that we've actually got to do is change around all the pack IDs. So again, what is it? UID generator. Then go to here. We need to create 4 of them. 1, 2, 4. So this first one here, copy that out. Oh, let's go into the correct folder here. So we're going to start at the behavior packs here, and then go to your pack manifest. Paste that into the pack ID there. Get the second one here. Paste that into this UUID right here. Get the third one. Paste that into that UUID here. Let's go ahead and let's open up the resource pack manifest. We're going to keep that third one we just copied there and paste it here. So paste it there. And then the last one, copy that and paste it at the top here at pack ID. And then you want to rename basically your template file here. So it's going to be chicken Bodyguard, Chicken Bodyguards, and then same with the resource pack manifest. You can rename that as well, so Chicken Guards, then your description, blah blah blah. You get the point. And descriptions there as well. And let's go ahead and let's go back here. We're going to have to create a brand new world now, so let's go back into our worlds here. Now you want to go back into here and rename these folders also to your basically your add-on name, so Chicken Guards, just so we don't override the template pack when we paste it back in. So rename that. Copy that now, then go back to this folder here and then paste it, and then it should just merge in automatically. So we got our template there, but now we've got our Chicken Guards behavior pack and the resource packs here. We've also got the Chicken Guards resource pack. And let's quickly just go ahead and create a new world, and you'll see that we can add that in. So where is it? Chicken Guards, that's it there, I think. Make sure we got creative in on here. Create new world. Let's quickly test this out. Whoops. What the? And there we go. We've now got Chicken Bodyguards in our world. How cool is that, guys? So that is going to end off this tutorial today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this first one. More will come. As I've kind of mentioned already, did I mention this already or not? But pretty much this channel is not going to be as super active as it's like you would expect it to be. This is just going to be like a once a video thing a week, because I do have a main channel, but there's going to be videos each week. I'm going to make a promise with that. There's going to be a video each weekend on probably Friday or Saturday. So there's going to be another tutorial. The next one is going to be how to create unicorns. Unicorns in Minecraft, which is going to be pretty cool. So make sure you guys stick around for that. So if you enjoyed this tutorial today, make sure you go ahead, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all my latest add-on tutorials and such, and I will see you guys for the next one. Bye bye.